What's up, guys? It's Chris and my friend Liam here. And today we're going to be just asking each other really random questions and see what our responses are. You ready? Because we have nothing better to do. Apparently.
It's true.
All right. So, when you were little, what did you want to be?
When I was little, I didn't even care about what I wanted to be. I lived in the present. But if I had to choose profession when I was asked that when I was small, and I wanted to be a cop. And I'm kind of like, man, if I was a cop,
You want to be a cop?
I don't want to be a cop. I used to, but now I'm just kind of like, that's not for me.
Okay. All right.
And when you were little, what did you want to be? Chris Grow?
What?
Chris Grow?
No.
Can't pronounce that.
When I was little, I wanted to be Batman.
Why?
Because he's Batman. And I still want to be Batman.
What makes you feel afraid, Chris?
My dad. when he gets mad, he's pretty terrifying. What about you?
What am I afraid of?
Blue waffle.
Blue waffle? Where did you get that from? I'm afraid of... I really don't have any fears, to be honest. Okay,
You're a liar.
Okay, horror movies, those are really the only thing, paranormal kind of activity,
Fair enough,
scares me.
demons.
But, as far as humanity goes...
Y'all all suck.
Yeah,
What's your dream job?
My dream job? Shit. I remember filling an application out once, and it asked me, if you had if you could have, some sort of, special talent, what would it be? And I was like, well, I mean, if my special talent was Freddie Mercury, I wouldn't be applying for this job. If I could sing like Freddie Mercury.
So, like a singer?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to be, maybe, a rock star. But then, as of now, I want to be a lawyer, so...
A lawyer?
Lawyer. Who knows? What about you, Chris?
I want to be an actor. So...
Live the life.
The life. See, I want to be Batman. It all fits together.
Okay, would you rather be stuck in traffic for 2 hours or have Chipotle run out of guacamole forever?
I wouldn't care. I'd run out of guacamole forever.
No.
Traffic sucks.
Yeah,
dude,
no.
I get major road rage.
That's a bogus freaking question.
I was so mad yesterday because I have to deliver stuff, and when you go and drive uptown, there are always one ways, and the streets suck in New Orleans. Okay, the streets suck. And so I'm sitting there, I'm trying to drive, and it's all dude, I hate drivers.
Yeah, for me...
Screw traffic.
Yeah, no, I have bad road rage too.
I know you
And
do.
Chipotle could stick every burrito they've ever made up their own ass because, their guacamole is $2, and it sucks, okay?
Team Felipe's.
Felipe's.
Yeah.
Felipe's.
Real jeans or jeggings?
Well, it depends. I mean, I like skinny jeans, and I actually need to buy some more, so
Do you know what jeggings are?
Yeah, no, fake jeggings. You wear jeggings, you're a hipster. That's not a good
No,
thing.
if you're wearing jeggings, dude, I question your sexuality.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'd say real jeans. You're fake if you wear jeggings.
Okay, yeah. Okay, agreed. Your turn.
Okay. Oh, if you had the option of adopting a baby fox or a baby koala, which one would you choose?
A fox. What kind of a question
Why?
is that?
Why? Why would you choose a fox?
Because a fox is a mixture between a cat and a dog. It's the perfect thing.
No,
Why would you choose a koala? They don't do anything.
I love koalas.
They just sit there.
They get high all the day, all the time.
They're
all day.
naturally high.
Yeah, but that's because they eat eucalyptus. Dude, shit. If I could have a silver bear just hugging onto my back high as fuck, I'd take that thing everywhere. Oh my god.
That's stupid.
No,
Whatever.
They're so cute. I love koala bears. I want a koala now. I'm gonna move to Australia.
What's the best book you've read so far this year?
Dude, I haven't even
Or
read a
ever.
fucking book. Ever? Okay. It would probably be The King's Buccaneer. Because it's fairy tales and tiny bit satiric, but it's also like journey, like, and just fantasy central, like central. I don't know, but like it's really cool. It's exciting and all.
Nice.
So yeah. What about you?
Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat. That's
My Dr. Seuss. You can't go wrong with Dr. Seuss.
You can't go wrong with Dr. Seuss.
What is wrong with you?
I have so many problems. It's unreal.
Okay. What accomplishments are you most proud of?
Oh, this one's easy.
You're gonna
Like,
be MVP trumpet player.
how many am I gonna list? 3?
Yeah, just go
Three.
for top 3. Yeah.
Okay, well, number 1 is probably I was able to chug a beer in like 2.7 seconds, like a full beer.
Like a bottle?
Yeah. No,
Dude,
like
what is wrong with
like,
you?
Like a little
a can?
like a little can of beer, like 2 seconds.
That's one of your biggest accomplishments.
No, it was through a funnel though. Anyway, I just find it really interesting. And
Okay.
second, there was this really cool time. I was at, well, I find it cool, but I was outside of Target, and this was in Hammond where I go to university, and like, I was trying to do parkour, and I ran on top of these trash can lids, and I was just running so fast, like, and I was staying light on my feet, but like, I kind of knocked them all over, but the thing was I kept going because like...
Watching you do parkours.
It'd probably be hella funny, but
The
like...
thought of it would be hilarious.
I ran over like a series of like straight trash cans, and it was just so cool because like I really shouldn't have worked out. I should have like fell on my ass.
You probably should have totally wiped out.
I should have wiped out, but it didn't. So, and then number 3, I don't know. Honestly, I think I'll just stick with those 2.
Drinking a beer in 2 seconds. And parkour over some trash cans.
Yeah.
What about your trumpet playing?
My trumpet playing. Okay, I was seated. I made first chair my sophomore year in high school at Allstate. So fair enough.
He's
So
a
that
good
one.
trumpet player. Speaking of which, there's a story about this trumpet that...
Which trumpet? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
There was this time where he was in the car, and then shout out to my friend Nader. He was in the car with me. and I was driving on the interstate, and I had to get over like all the way over.
the
I was on
I-10.
here, and like I had to get exit over here. So I proceeded across the interstate. I was like, and I was like, we were going like 70, and like the exit was coming up, so I was like. And I tried to get over, but my two tires hit like the curb. We made the exit, but my tires hit the curb, and my truck went on 2 wheels. And
For like 5-7 seconds.
Yeah, everyone was
it
like
terrible.
And I was like,
Oh my.
nobody moved, and
Nobody
then the truck
moved,
just
like-
went back like
Yeah, no,
that.
it eventually felt. It
Yeah,
was fucking
it was-
scary as hell. Oh my god.
Talking about things that were scary, that was scary, but like we were just like.
Okay, all of a sudden
And-
on 2 wheels,
Yeah.
and then like for like 5 seconds straight,
Yeah.
and then.
So then what happened was his trumpet was in the back of my truck, like in the bed outside, and instead of worrying about like our lives, like my friend Nader, he was like hanging on to the side. He was like,
For dear life. Oh
yeah,
my
he was
god.
hanging on, and I was just like, okay. And then Liam, he was like, my trumpet. He thought his trumpet flew out on the interstate. But it was fine. It was in the bed. It was.
Musician problems.
Oh
though.
jeez. Okay, that was a good story time. Anyway, what was the question? Oh, my
Shit,
biggest
most accomplished
accomplishments.
move.
I guess one of them was winning 2 MVP awards for swimming, 2 years in a row for my high school.
I got that too.
Shut up, no nasty. My second one was probably graduating high school because that was rough for me, considering sports and I wasn't the greatest at school and all that. So graduation was pretty big. And then my last one would probably be
Going on a date with Cara Delevingne. No, I'm joking.
I never did that.
Just taking the piss.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna stick with 2 because you stuck with 2.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I did something else that was really good. All right, let's do one more.
What is something you've always wanted to try but have been too scared to do?
Well, I've always really wanted to skydive, but I'm not scared to do it. I just have not gotten the opportunity to do it.
We should to go do that sometime.
I asked you to do that before, and you just said, yeah, bro, and we never did it.
Yeah, well, let's try and do it.
Okay. I think probably the scariest thing for me that I haven't done yet is I want to move to California, so I haven't done that yet because I have never been, I guess, on my own before, especially across the country from my parents. So that's a pretty big thing, like for me. That's sort of scary. Going out on my boy. You said that you haven't done a single thing on your own in your life.
I have. I traveled back to see my family in Europe.
I traveled to Chicago by myself.
But you just said to be by yourself.
No, I'm talking live on my own. Live across the country. There's a big difference. Your turn.
Honestly, it'd probably be wrestling an alligator because, like, you can do it. I mean, you can. You just can die. So
You
like,
can.
Yeah,
You
but
can-
like,
I mean,
I
you
don't
can.
know.
I could
I
die
mean,
in an airplane flying.
Look, there's been multiple occasions where I've thought about it and had the ability to, like, except it wouldn't be in my favor because it was.
When did you have the opportunity to wrestle?
I used to go kayaking in like the North Shore, and like,
Okay.
there it's right there, and I was like, man, I don't know how deep the water is. Not in my favor. If it was on land, I'd do it, but
You would.
I would wrestle an alligator.
Okay. Well, just to be fair, if we skydive and our parachutes don't work, we could die then too.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's our video of randomness. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.